Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my wonderful Biafran people, lovers of freedom all over the globe. Doduduwas and the Middle Belters. May the peace of the Lord be with you all. May the face of the Lord shine upon you. May whatever righteous you do, may you prosper. He say, I welcome you back to Omo Biafra TV, where we bring you the bonge news where they happen concerning the situation of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Moses of our generation, a man who saw tomorrow, a man of a choice word, a man with love beyond measure for his people, a man who only his sin and atrocity was to demand freedom for his people, a man who went abroad and see good life in the life of the white people and demand the same for his people, because if we are all made in the image of God, we all deserve the same lifestyle. This is the only crime that my wonderful leader, a man who is loved beyond, that was his crime. There is no crime against humanity. There is no felony. There is no anything or terrorism, but because of his love for his people. I welcome you back as we are bringing you the bonge news that the barrister Ejiofor has spoken with our leader, and all I can say is all is not well, but there is hope for the hopeless. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, it's not what we wanted. It's not how we expected it. But God's Bible said in every situation, let the name of the Lord be glorified. So my wonderful people of God, as you can understand with what is written here now, is that the Kenyan people who are lying that their hand was not involved, thinking maybe that whatever they have injected or whatever torture they have, done on our leader, that he will live to forget. They don't know there is timbers and calibers of beings. Nnamdi Kanu is not just an ordinary human being. That is what they don't understand, that the hand of the Lord is upon him. My brothers and sisters, I'm going to read some of the things that our barrister have said. He said that my client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually abducted by the Accost Kenyan Special Police Force on the 18th of June 2021 at their international airport. Mark it. At their international airport. And all those things happened, and their sitting government claimed not to know about it. That is when I told you guys that Obama is a wicked being. Remember his statement that keeping Nigeria one is a must task. But this one is going to expose them one by one. He was tortured and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment, which worsened his health condition. He was illegally detained for 8 good days in Kenya before being transferred to their Nigeria counterpart. So they turned my leader into what they can bargain with, all because of money or whatever the Fulanis are promising them. But God of heaven will not allow them, just the same way Govt had promised the Niger and the Chadians open grazing. That is why he's keeping mute. And the Fulani that are claiming that the Allah gave them Nigeria for an inheritance, that the Allah is Govt. And whatever Fulani Janjaweed have promised the Kenyan people, they have a great people to contend with, which are Biafran people. Kenyan government was deeply involved in the abduction, detention, and the ill treatment of our clients before the illegal handover to their Nigeria counterpart. God is exposing. Do you see why our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Moses of our generation, do you see why he always say harsh word to the black people? I don't think white people can do this, can condescend this so low. They can't. Because they have preservation and reservation for humanity. Unlike black people, everything is about money, power, and the ego. But Nnamdi Kanu is a being to reckon with. A scan of his heart showed that the heart has enlarged by 13% due to the dehumanizing treatment meted to him. There will be need for immediate proper medical examination and attention for him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu conveyed his goodwill message to all IPOB family members worldwide and craved for your unrelentless prayers. We are going back to the court for the needful. Other detail cannot be entertained here. His fortified legal team will address this infraction at the proper forum as we progress. Other details on our legal strategy may not be made public. With Chukwu Okike Abiama on our side, victory is assured. For if God Almighty be for us, who can be against us? My brothers and sisters, this is the written from our leader and the barrister, which is Ejiofor, on his behalf, on what have happened to him, on what have befelled him. My brothers and sisters, like I always urge you guys, he needs prayer. His wife and his children, they all need our prayers. We need the prayer of one another. As we are praying for him, we got to be praying for one another, for us not to go out of the track, for us not to be distracted. And that is why I urge everybody, you need to mind what you read. You need to mind what you entertain, especially those who are making videos. I see some things that some of our so-called Biafra agitators are doing on YouTube. I feel so ashamed. Yes, you are looking for the view. Yes, you are looking for the money. But you don't have to play the role of the enemy against your own person. That is why we need to be selective on what we entertain, on what we allow them. What do you mean there is a woman that was used to set our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Even without any conversation with him, we are in a season of prayer. Do you understand? If you're a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by now you're supposed to know the kind of person, the kind of man he is. There are things he doesn't joke with. There are things he doesn't just crack joke with. I am so ashamed of you who call yourself a Biafran, who is entertaining anything that the Zoom medias and the DSS are posting on social media to wipe away their ill-gotten face. But it's not going to happen. One thing I know for sure is that the Kenyan government have, accrued themselves an unending war between them and the Biafran people. We have already activated economic sanction on them. No more business as usual. The Kenyan government can now go and deal with Fulanis, as well as all the people that their hands are on this. One thing for sure is this: we don't forgive, we don't forget. The deed of Otmar and Fodios and his seed will surely paid in full. We are Biafran. We are determined people. We are focused. We don't look for trouble. But when you look for trouble on our side, we're going to prove to you that we are not pushovers. We don't kiss ass. We don't lick ass. We stand on our ground because we trust our God and we trust what we can do. Do you understand? When the Philistines was gloating against the children of Israel, showing them how they have conquered, you conquer uncircumcised people like you. You have never conquered real people. We are the chosen generation, the royal priesthood, the children of the Chukwu Okike Abiama, the seed of Abraham. And we can never be conquered by any mortal except the God of heaven. He allowed the first thing to happen because we deviated from the truth of who we are. We are born and created to serve the only living God. Anything less than that will lead to massive destruction. That is why you need to remain resolute. That is why you need to remain determined. That is why you need to remain faithful till the end. Because Biafra is here in our time and we must actualize it. And we're going to show the world Africa knows what is good. May the good of the Lord protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Eastern Security, Simon Ekpa, IPOB worldwide. He say.